Alright. There we go. Oh my god. First time live. First time live on YouTube. That's crazy. I hope everything is working as intended. Let's see what YouTube says it's alright. What does OBS say? Yes, that is lovely. There we go. I hope audio-wise it's alright. I have no idea. I don't know. That's insane. Alright. We are starting. And we can actually swap over. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, let me just listen real quick into my own stream. And we can actually swap over. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, let me just listen real quick into my own stream. Meh. Let me just try something a little bit more. There we go, that should probably be sufficient enough. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if this is heard on stream, I believe so. Meh. Is it? No, I don't think. Let me just so stressful. There we go, that should probably be sufficient. Yeah, enough. That's better. That's definitely better. Alright. We are good to go. Yeah. With that, welcome back, welcome to a live stream. I never would have guessed that I'm going to say this, but oh my god, we are live. Holy shit. That's crazy. So if anything with the music, so I just had to turn in, and if the music is not, let's talk, not alright, let me know. I will fix it. I think, I hope. Okay, a lot has happened, and we are currently in Dimension, chapter 1 of the entire Enigma story. And to sum up, a lot has happened. A lot has happened plugin-wise, a lot has happened building-wise, map-wise, and connecting all of that was not too easy, but we are in the process of it. And well, to get started. So first of all, this is for the people who don't know, who watch it maybe later, or I don't know. Enigma is a project that my team and I are working on, and it's going to be a story kind of adventure game with a plugin running in the background, providing all sorts of things, and we are trying to kind of make an awesome story of it with 5 structures that you can explore, loot, upgrade your gear, fight custom mobs, and keep it as vanilla friendly as possibly, only not vanilla kind of thing. You can look at it however you want, is the plugin. And a lot of work has went into chapter 1. There's also been a test run that's also on YouTube. And so a lot has happened since then, and well, it was kind of necessary to finally work on, or yeah, rework the old structure that was here before. Yeah, it's been a while. So, long story short, we are reworking a lot of the rooms that are in here that have been here for probably 3 years. I don't know. Let me just check. Let me just real quick. Let me check. The mansion has been here, and it only took, like the mansion, it only took us like 6 months or so to make it. Yeah, 3 years ago, 3+ years ago. That's when the trailer came out, which is insane. The Bastion, so chapter 2, the Bastion, the Nether area is in, or has been in construction for 3 years now, maybe even over 3 years. Not constantly working on it, but still, yeah. To get right to it, we are, like today, the idea is to rework some of the rooms. I firmly believe that we are going to start, like the last one we did, or like the last one I did was up here, this one. I'm not going to do any like key locations or anything necessary to complete the chapter, or important story decisions, important story items that you have to find. It's going to be just a little bit of building. I think, yeah, this room is going to be next. It's just going to be a little bit of building and a little bit of talking, decorating, this kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's alright, in my opinion. You can join in, chat, I don't know, however you like. Yeah, and with that, I believe we can just get started. This is, I don't know how long I'm going to stream. This is also not like a fixed schedule or anything. To be honest, I sat in my kitchen and was like, I feel like streaming. And I've been talking with a lot of friends and all of this, and they were like, you just go for it, why not? And I was like, alright, and here we are. This is also not, like, as mentioned, not a fixed thing that's going to happen here. We can probably get rid of that. So when I feel like it, every so often I might just start streaming. I might schedule a stream, probably rarely to not often, but I might just schedule one, and yeah. Okay, to be honest, the top floor has not changed that much for the people who know. For the people who don't know, this mansion has gone through many iterations. I think I couldn't even tell you how long. Probably the first one is more than 5 or more than 4 years ago, or years old. Let's just think what we're going to use. So we have this here. Let's close that up for now. We have this living room. Well, I don't want it to be a living room. I want it to be something more special, to be honest. So we can what would be an appropriate thing for up here? Difficult, to be honest. The thing is, I don't. The only problem that I had, or one of the problems that I had before with the entire structure, is that there was not really a reason to why the rooms are there. So it was literally just, yeah, let's plop a living room there, let's plop a bathroom there, let's plop, well, to be honest, studies are alright, even though that's not really a study. I might just, to be honest, I might just throw out the bathroom and just, honestly, that's not even a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I might just scrap the entire thing close of this and put the door right here to have a huge room. I feel like that's the best, yeah, that's the best course of action. So this is going to be a little bit like hot swap here and there, but I think we're gonna stick to this right here. because I haven't really thought of what I want to put in there. So yes, that's a good question now, isn't it? Honestly, like we could probably just open this. That was a bad idea. Now we take out this, right? We connect this, take this over, one like this, and we just fill it in. I hate this. It's like, oh, but the packed mud again is satisfying then again. What? That's the only thing that I don't get is why people do not like the honey sound. I mean, yes, it is. It's kind of not squishy, but like kinda. Well, it fits, I think. So some people are just gonna. Some people are gonna be so upset. Stop spamming! Stop spamming it. And we have a. We could probably. Why is there? Oh, never mind. You did not see that. We're probably gonna put this over there and just throw this back by 1 and make the hallway wider by 1. This is gonna be... Oh, this is gonna be upsetting. No, we are not gonna do that. Definitely not. Most definitely not. We are gonna pull this one forward by 1. And the other question is why is it's not up there? Never mind. Yeah. Should be working. So the thing is with the Bastion, for those of you who why is this? For those of you who don't know, the Bastion is the second chapter of the entire project. Oh, by the way, the project is called Enigma Beyond the Void. 5 chapters are planned currently. The third is currently being worked out in a more detailed version or more detailed way. But the mansion and the Bastion are completely... Oh, that's loud. Yeah, better. The first and the second chapter are already like done as of as in story, I guess, and most of the building. So this is also just a rework of a previous version of the map. Or well, yeah, one of the previous versions. I couldn't even... How many versions has it been? I think we had... How many versions do we have? Wait, let me just check. We had the original version, of course. Then I added a top section, so 2. Then we had Novadia, a survival server that I made another 2 versions for it, I think. Then we had the final winter version with the greenhouse attached. Then we had a version where the boss room was included. So 5, 6. And then we have this version here that's now being reworked and is gaining additional structure parts. So 5, 6, 7, I didn't count. It was quite a couple. versions of the mansion. And we even have, yeah, we have one more block up here. Amazing. So let's just, oh my god, this, to be honest, this bathroom has never swapped positions. This is literally the first time that I've touched this bathroom since like I think in like 2 years. This is insane because I was like, when I did this bathroom, I was so proud of myself for like using the coral blocks as a like carpet with the concrete powder. Now though, it seems not really too important anymore. This is crazy. Alright, let's just get rid of all of this. Why do I not use Axiom? Much quicker. So we can also get rid of this door, this sign, and the entire study. I could have... No, never mind, this has to go as well. If you are interested in joining the project or something, if I don't think I included a link to the Discord anywhere or any kind of description, because I was too nervous to stream. It was it's the first time I'm streaming and it's already going downhill. That's, yeah, but to be honest, and we have one straight hallway, not anything like with a side path. Yeah, that's fine. That's lovely. Less confusion. Also, in case you're wondering, this the reason why I don't have any new blocks like the dappled. Oh, never mind. Let's come to that. Let's come back to that in a bit. So the reason why I don't have newer blocks, or newer blocks like copper bars or anything, is because we are currently still in 1.21.8, and so thing is, because of command blocks, because of the plugin and everything else, we have decided to stick with the 1.21.8 for this version of, like, for this chapter, for the mansion, and also for the bastion, since they have been recently completed in those versions. Because if we were to update the server, like mostly for the bastion, I couldn't tell you how much would break. There's so many command blocks in there, it's insane. The mansion has next to no command blocks. There are a couple here, but this is all gonna get swapped out because noodles, lots of noodles. This is not necessary anymore, and otherwise there's just, other than that, there's just sounds for structure movements. There's not too much, to be honest, and I don't know, the bastion has so much more A size and B potential with that size of map, like with the size of the map being that large. You have so much more potential to work with. But the only regrettable thing is it was too large. So the bastion is, like, if you look at the mansion, it's quite large. Like, taking account, like cutting off here, it is still quite large, having also the underground area. But the thing is, just looking from a top-down view, the bastion is 4 times as large. and the boss room of the bastion is about 3 times of the boss room from, or like, of the mansion. That's insane. It's yeah. I think it started when I was planning out the bastion. Originally I had a size that was comparable to, like, for the main structure, was comparable to mansion from this side to greenhouse outer edge. I think that was the length, roughly the length, maybe a little bit longer for the bastion. The thing is, I wanted to include one really important feature or area, and that was the library. And this required me to increase the size of the bastion, and that's why there is, well, it's 4 times the size now. I don't know how it happened, it just did, and yes, yeah. The mansion is spanning across how many floors? Ground floor, first floor, second and third. Second and, yeah, third floor, but third floor only has a couple of rooms, since it's getting a lot more narrow the further up you go, and this run isn't really... Is this still accessible? No. So this isn't really accessible anymore. So you basically have... well, yeah, you still have 3 floors, but that's alright, and you have a basement. The bastion has a basement, a ground floor, a first floor, a second floor, and a third floor? No. I think it's been a couple of months since I've been there. The thing is, I think the mansion has only 2 floors, but yeah, it only has 2 floors. But the thing is, on these 2 floors, there, or like on these, including ground floor and basement, on these 4 floors, there's a total of about 160 rooms. The mansion, for reference, has 40. I gotta lie. I don't know. 30 rooms, 40 rooms. I think it was in the final trailer of the mansion, and it was just, I don't know how it got out of hand, to be honest. Alright, so wait one sec. I don't know what I'm doing. So we need a study. We have our entrance here. So you come in. So let's just say we make it like a little podium here. So you have to walk around here and go down then, and that's where you actually study, and then you have a little bit of a storage area kind of thing. Not storage, but like a little nook. I think that's alright, but we gotta go one higher. No, never mind, we don't. Cause that's going to be wall. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. We need an inner wall. Because this is gonna be like the inner wall, and then you only have only then you have the floor, and the floor is gonna be the floor is gonna be here. So you could still go like this. Oh my god, trees. I think that's alright, but it is still... No, that's not good. So instead we will make it this way and have a staircase go down here, like only 2 steps, but still. And instead of that, make it like so. Yeah, have it go down here, and then we have the main study area here. And then we could have another staircase right like a little up area right there. We could use this as a ground here. I think that's alright. I think. That's a good question now. How are we going to do? Yeah, to be honest, I don't think there's much choice that we have. Alright. So let's just, to be honest, let's just see what we can do. One sec. Alright. So to be honest, we could just have this connect here. Yes, I don't know. We need a new floor. I hate coming up with floor designs or wall designs. It's always the same. Either you have one floor, like either you have one block, or you have one block surrounded by another block. You can kind of see a pattern here. I think, no, that's not. I feel like for me it's so hard to come up with, like, because it's always stripe. This is a little bit more unique. This is just the walls of the other rooms. This is a little bit more unique. I was so proud of that. Honestly, that's already like, yeah, that's already 3 years ago. This hasn't changed in a bit. This hasn't changed in the slightest. Oh, this weird kind of thing. What the hell? Yeah, this room's gonna get changed anyway. This is one of the more recent rooms, but it also has just like a base block and another block on top. So, not really too great. We also have to pay attention to the height, because we don't have too many blocks to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then there has to be a ceiling. But I feel like we're probably gonna use slabs, I think. Yeah. Great. We also have to pay attention to the height, because we don't have too many blocks to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then there has to be a ceiling. But there we go. Sorry. I'm actually a little bit curious on what to do and how to do what I want to do. We need a good block palette. So for study, it's always like a wooden thing, always, or most of the time. Let's see what we have. So let's maybe go with chiseled bookshelves. We also had, I saw it before, the beehives. They have an amazing texture. The problem is we might only be able to use it as like a... I have no idea what I'm doing. This is horrible. But I don't want to use mud. I think mud is too soft for all of that. I don't know. Copper maybe? Copper's too hard though. Maybe something a little bit more orange. I like the study orange thing that we had going on before. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the new wood, the poplar wood. I am so on one side, on one hand, I don't understand why we're getting new wood, because we have 12 already, and it's a lot, and now we're getting a gray variant, so kind of like in this area here. I don't mind it. I actually love the new color, or like the color of the new wood, the poplar wood, I think it's called. Yeah, I love it. It's really cool. It's really cool. But then again, I'm like, why do we get another piece of wood? Why not something, an inventory update, for example? It's been here for so long, and well, I don't know. So honestly, we could make that work, but we need a framing, like a block to frame all of it, I would assume. Something a little bit more bold. What about terracotta? But I feel like terracotta is too modern, too modernish. What about something, well, dark, yes, but maybe something gray actually. What does the pale oak look like? So we have like 4 different points. We could then use, what can we use? What should we use? What about rods? With carpet on top. The question is which carpet. So green is like an obvious choice, but it's always a little bit weird, because it reminds you of an entire tree that's in here. At least me. And grey seems too boring. Question is, what do we... What about the cherry wood? It's definitely more bold. But I think we are going to stick with, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Not my favorite design, not my most favorite design, to be honest. But it will work somehow, I hope. Now maybe something, if we had the cushions. Oh my god, I saw those, I saw a video from Green lately, and he experiments so much with cushions. It was so amazing. The fact that you can sit on it and you can integrate it on like onto any height, and it just keeps that height as a base height for it. It's incredible. So let's just let's plop trapdoors. Wait, maybe we have to round it. I mean, it's all right. It's all right, I guess. But is it though? Is it? Oh, that's way too bright. Holy crap. I also don't think that rods are the best option here. Wasn't there like a lectern thing that you could... that many people used? I don't think that was it. Yeah, no, that's way too weird. I don't know. To be honest, I love streams. It's so perfect to see how it's actually like how it's going, to be honest. What am I saying? I love streaming because it shows how much effort actually goes into like a structure. This obviously I'm talking too much, but still, it's just experimenting with different blocks, with different shapes, different colors. It's something that people like don't actually see when it's done. Yeah, why not? So for example, if you make that something that just it hasn't really manifested in my head, because you make or anyone who makes a huge map, huge scene, or to be honest, anything creative that other players then do play, look at, or just judge, you take hours, you take days, months, weeks, or even years to finalize something, finish something, make something so good, and then people just play it for like half an hour, maybe there's a game and it takes 30 hours, maybe 80, I don't know, and then you're through. People sat there for years, months, I don't care, and it's just you just played through it in like 10 minutes or in a couple of hours, rather that, but yeah. It's something that really doesn't want to go into my head. I find that, like, that realization is crazy to me. It's actually crazy. That's already out of wall? That is terrible. Honestly, let's just lock that one in. Yeah, same goes for the Bastion. I've spent there 3 years working on it, building, decorating, figuring out mechanics. The plugin has been developed over all these kind of years, or like over all these years, and it's just gone. People will play through it in a couple of hours. That's it. And you've spent there reworking everything 4,000 times in order to make it work. And then there are just people who play through it. Obviously that's amazing if they play through it and they understand it so well that they progress this fast, but well, I don't know. We could probably cut that wall here and this one here, and then have the wall continue right there. We could also make like an upper area and nah, that's alright. And this cuts off here because this is gonna be the wall height for the other one. Alright. This has to go on higher. And has to end right there. Yep. That's about right. I still don't really like... Well, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. I'm not sure about this. I don't know. It just seems all so weird. And the colors aren't really matching up. Also, I cannot tell you how glad I am that I've decided to rework the Bastion in like a future version. It was kind of done already, and then we decided to make it again, give it more custom stuff, and just rework the heck out of it. And it turned out so well. I'm so happy. Obviously it took a lot of time, but I feel like it was worth it. Since we also didn't work on it 24/7, so that's the other point. We worked on it when we had time, when we had the motivation to do so, and yeah. I definitely want to swap out those logs. They look terrible. What if I've never tried that. Let's mix. I probably have never tried that. Let's mix something more. I don't know. Let's just try it. That looks still terrible. Trapdoor. Maybe dark oak was the right decision, but the terracotta still looks terrible. Maybe no, that still looks horrendous. Maybe the green. I like it a lot more. I like it a lot better. Oh my god, it feels, I don't know, it feels so cool to stream again. I say again, I streamed, I believe, twice before. Both on Twitch. The one was... What was one? The first stream I ever did was on Hypixel Skyblock. When I was working on my island. There's still one existing clip from on Twitch on my channel, and that was even an auto clip, like from or like by Twitch themselves, for like a special time, kind of like a special moment kind of thing. That's what that clip was about. I think it was when I got the crab hat on the celebration day of, I don't know how many years, 2020, on what year, 2022, 2023, I don't know. So it's also a long time ago. And then we had another stream with, I think, Jason, my developer, but that was while playing Satisfactory, I think. And No, he was streaming status. No, he was streaming. I was playing Satisfactory. No, that was yeah. Then there was just one stream. Again, I think. But yeah. Okay, we have managed nothing so far. So on one hand, streaming is amazing because you can get anything off your chest that you want to and kind of talk about the structure a lot more. About what's going on behind the scenes. On the other hand, it's just terrible for building, oh my god. Honestly, let's make the floor something different, maybe? Something dark. Because we haven't really used dark oak for like the floor, because it's, well, it's mainly outside, so. Good question. Yes, very good question, my friends. Yes. Do we know something chill with mud, maybe? Then we have a little step up from here, and I think that's fine. But wait, that's this height, so we have to take this one further down. Because I want to have it, yeah, right there. That sounds about right. And to be honest, that's the exact thing. What am I doing? Alright. And to be honest, we can actually leave that. That's fine to have like the framing of. Is it though? Oh wait, we could make a little arch right here. Come on. We could have it a little fun. Huh? Frame this one here as well, because the roof, the floor of this room is just gonna be up here, so we are fine. Ooh. Honestly, it's just. The only thing I wish I had in this version is the shelves. I cannot tell you how much I've tried searching for shelves in here, only to realize that I don't have the right version for it. Because it would be so good for like here. Just have two here and this one here. Oh, it's such a lovely block. Like they've been adding some really good additions recently. We could probably have a little shelf right here with a chest on top of it or something. Yeah. Let's try something. The thing is, I am also on Pinterest, like every so often, looking for stuff, and I just see what is happening. Where is my I am God? Wait, what? It's not there. It's literally not there, but it's there. That's gone. What the hell? On Pinterest, I just see like floor patterns. When I'm looking for stuff, I sometimes see just floor patterns, and it's just I never really think they look good. This also kind of reminds me more of a medieval kitchen style or something. So I don't think that's the way to go. What else could we use? That's too distinguished. That's all not wood kind of type. What to use? I don't know, let's try it. We use it as... Honestly, well, like with the right... with a carpet on top, it might look really cool. And we could even... I saw that before. Like, it's not an even... Wait, let's make it even. Let's make it like this. Remove this. We could just remove this window and plop it right here. There's gonna be more decoration for the wall anyway, so I don't mind. The only thing, there's gonna be decoration. Don't worry. There's gonna be vines and all this kind of stuff on the outside. It's fine. So we can just have the wall. Why is there hotel? So we can just have the wall like this. No, I'm stupid. I cannot build. I'm unable. There we go. So we can have just like this, and then we have the inner wall. We cut this back by 1. We might have to raise this by 1 and add this right there, because you're gonna be standing. Are you? Never mind, you're not. Yeah, there we go. Did I change something else? I think that's alright. Yeah. No, that's quite right. Honestly, I think yeah, this step is just gonna be right there. I don't care. So we can have this, and then we can maybe make the corners. Yeah. Like this corner and this corner maybe, to make it a little bit something special. Oh my god, I like this. I like this a lot. It's rare for me to, I don't know if this is like a huge thing, but it's rare for me to use terracotta, so it's a huge, like terracotta, it's a huge thing for me, honestly, because I rarely do use it. Yeah, it's fine. We'll leave it. I might just put on some carpet later, but for now it's alright. But I think... So what does a study usually look like when you... We could have... So we need a chair, we need a table to read, we need... So the table is probably gonna go here, right? No, it's not, because this is the entrance. That's what we have to have a table right here. Honestly, we could use that hollowed out space here for just bookshelves. Yeah, this as well. So we can just make a huge bookshelf also right here maybe, and then lower this a little bit. This is bad, so we're gonna raise that by 1. I like the openness of it. I like it. I like the openness. Openness. I'm not gonna... no comment. There we go. I do want to cover this with something, and I think maybe some exposed copper could be huge. Oh, wait. Maybe not right away because of that corner. What about dripstone? To break it down a little bit. And then some I want to have, so the goal that or the thing that I'm going for currently is I want this to be in front of the window. Like, it's so weird, sometimes I just build like the details first and then add the actual design on top. Like this, that's the goal, so we kinda need a little bit of stair action there. Oh, I like it. I like it. I could have probably somehow transitioned that better, definitely. But I don't hate it. I'll probably work with like a little nook right there for maybe having this. Let's turn those around to have like a little shelf where I can maybe put leaves or something, and they like a little bit like this maybe, and then you have a little bit more detail and green and coverage. We'll see. Let's put one up there. Can I mix is the question. I should probably. In little bits though, because otherwise it's just gonna be too much. And here we could probably just put, no. Yeah, probably like this. We want a bookshelf in there. So we will keep this front, pull this up somehow. Most likely we are going to, yeah, we're most likely going to use this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to have 5, so we're gonna pull this up. And then we're gonna do the same magic. And what I love is the fact that we can we? Yeah, because now we can just, we'll leave this as a foreground basically, and have the entire wall. That's why. What am I doing? Oh my god! I'm so excited about my idea. Holy crap! Like this maybe. Fixated with that. Have a little bit of variation in there as well. That's too low. Maybe a stair like this. And we could even use slabs now. Right there, and no, maybe right there. We'll leave that. Like this to put stuff on top. That's awesome. And then we can just put one of this in there and finish this off like so. But we need something back there. Yeah. I love this idea. Oh my god. Because now we can just do this. And have these in the background. Yes. Maybe even a little more than the regular bookshelves, just to give it a little bit more of a color distinction. Amazing. Oh my god, I love it. Let's make these two main. Yeah, there we go. And this already adds so much. Alright, give me a sec. I'll be right back. And this already adds so much. Alright, give me a sec. I'll be right back. And this already adds so much. Alright, give me a sec. I'll be right back. And this already adds so. There we go. All right. Let's see. All right. So. we're gonna add something there. We can have stuff up there, here, and in there on top of that, and we have to fixate this somehow. I think that's alright. Alright, so we might be able to put it like a barrel in there, like a secret barrel here and there. And that's good. Yeah. So to be honest, let's just do this entire pattern, not like with the bookshelves, but the pattern on each side of, like, around the room. Because that's gonna be, oh yeah, that's gonna look so good. You can do the same thing with what we did there already as well. English. We can do the same thing that we did here right there as well. So that's gonna be good. We can change this as well. Alright, let's go. So we have a base, maybe like this. Like so. We can raise this up by 1 and this like so, maybe. Maybe not too high. Maybe like this. So we have, yeah, we have a little bit more room here. And then we just go over. Have this here. This down here. We can do the same thing back here as well with the bookshelves. And we have our doorway right there. Yeah. That's, to be honest, that's about right. And I like it. Yeah, we can do that. So from there we have this one complete. Yeah, that well, complete. I wouldn't call it that, but it's getting there. The only thing we have to worry about is this right here. I cannot remove that, so we have to work with carpet or something right there. First of all, let's pull this one down by 1. Make the little step up right here. And we have... Wait, never mind, I wanted to... Where did I? Yeah, it's meant to be here. Yeah. This looks weird. What if we... I think that's also too... yeah, that's also weird. And let's pull this forward by 1. And add these here, and this one can stay down here. Or is that... To be honest, I think that's alright. I think that's got it right. Alright, let's pull the rest of the design along. Maybe not like this. We can put this in here. We have the top row like this, and then put it down just a little bit. Mix in some of this and make this a stair maybe. Vibes, total vibes, I like it. This and this become this. And one of it becomes a stair. We can also swap this for that. Sorry. Sorry, my friend. Honestly, let's just keep it that way. One more stay up here now. One more stair like this up there. Like this. And then we can have this in here. Huh? Oh, there we go. Grab the books. Oh yeah, poplar wood. I wanted to talk about poplar wood more. Honestly, as mentioned before, I don't know why they would add another wood. Also lovely. But I do appreciate the gray tone, because it's gonna be so good with terracotta, concrete powder, light gray, dark gray, or gray and light gray. What else? I had another block in mind. In general, all the gray blocks, the stone blocks, any variant that is like darkish to light grayish, andesite to cobble deep slip maybe, yeah. Tough is gonna be insane for the poplar wood. It has this actually grayish kind of tone to it. Yeah, I'm actually so excited because Chapter 3 of Enigma is going to have the latest version for years to come, and I'm just so excited to work with all the new stuff, use new mechanics. That's also something that's going to change for the later versions of Enigma, for the next chapter as well. We have received the ability to shrink our size, or change our size with what was it? Yes, I think attribute, the creator size, generic size, I think it's called. No, scale. Never mind, you can already set it now. Modifier, value, get, no, base, set, and then, for example, 0.1. And that's a new mechanic. I love it. I experimented with a friend of mine, and we had this crazy idea to have like dedicated, but like obvious, like for this kind of mechanic, obvious situations or areas in the map where you are required to, like, you have an item and you click it and you're required to go in there and just make it through into a secret area, collect something or flick lever or retrieve anything, a specific thing, return, or like, or a situation where you have to hide from either mobs or a trap that is constantly triggering and you have to avoid it by going in there. I'm in love. I love this mechanic, and even in the more recent updates, I watched a video from Exuma Void. He's a great YouTuber, by the way. Check him out. Holy crap, he does great update videos. And I checked the last video from him, and he also said this is the largest changelog we've seen ever. I think he said ever. I'm not sure. Because there are so many under the hood changes, it's incredible. We are also gaining more and more control over the code, over what we can change with resource packs, data packs. It's incredible. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Microsoft, not in the slightest, but since they've kind of taken over Minecraft as a whole, or Mojang as a whole, rather, I don't necessarily think they've made a lot of bad choices and bad development decisions. There's obviously a lot under the hood stuff that I don't know behind, like, I haven't researched any of it. That's just pure speculation on my behalf right now. But I don't think they've made particularly bad choices, apart from like the reporting system at first. There was like a huge uproar at some point, I think. But honestly, apart from that, I don't think there's too much bad stuff that which they did, and yeah. There's one problem right now. I realize that we kind of maybe need a door. We will have to pull this one in by one. That's terrible. Oh god. Can we? We cannot move in this. That is bad. That is very, very bad. Question is, can we let it fall down? Oh. We can let it fall. Yeah, that's alright. I can live with that. I think, yes, I can. Ugh. I hate this sound so much, oh my god. I can relate to the honey haters. The honey block haters. Page 10. I was also thinking of, like, since like my channel is currently all Minecraft, or like all, this is like the entire channel is basically all Enigma. I have a separate channel like for stuff with friends that I upload, but honestly I might just post anything on my main channel apart from Enigma. That's still gonna be Enigma, a lot of Enigma, but I don't know. It just feels like Minecraft isn't the main thing anymore, and it isn't. That's why. But yeah, a lot of stuff has happened in the past years where it was like Minecraft, or rather, input this game here. Let's play this game instead of Minecraft. So which buttons did we use? Dark oak makes sense. This is a problem. Or is it? Yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm genius. I'm genius maximus. There we go. And now we can just do this and do this and this is, never mind, this is terrible. Is this butt switching? No, it's not. Good. I don't know. Because I have to connect. Oh Jesus, I hate it. Why did I forget the doors? Why do I always forget the doors? Because it has to be, the thing is, it has to be inverted and then... So like this, and then we have to connect it. There you go. Where did I place that? I don't know. And we also don't need that. At this point, it's just pure reflex to place target blocks instead of regular blocks. Yeah, instead of regular blocks. So whenever I do that, yes, whenever I do that, no, so it is a butt switch. Jeez, I hate it. Right. Oops. I think it is a butt switch. And we also need a piston in here. So this is gonna be fun. No, please don't. No. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do, but yeah, see, that's why that's why I constantly use target blocks. It's still terrible. That is still a terrible idea. Because I can't. I would have to power this one as well from this side. So what we're gonna do is this. I don't know if this works. No, it doesn't. Well, it does, but it doesn't. Because this would have to be gone. Crap. No mind. Slap. It's alright. We fixed it. So now, whichever button you press opens the door. Yep. There you go. And we use concrete powder for optional doors. We can do 4 high, I think. That's alright. We just have to see where it falls. 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, so this should be fine. Yes. So yeah. It's there you go. So we have officially we now have a door. We are still missing. Oh god. We cannot have this high. We cannot have it this high because we are missing the sign to say which room it is. This is terrible. This actually is terrible. No, it actually is terrible. Oh my god. What am I doing? Yeah, sorry, this has to stay. I don't care. I don't care at this point. I just want a normal door. What the hell? It's alright. Honestly, it could be worse. So we could actually even do this. Study. And what was it? What floor are we on? Second floor. There we go. What would look better? This? It looks. Both is terrible. I believe we will have to size down the door by using stairs. Yeah, well, whatever. So we have to then raise this by 1, since it's no longer 5 blocks, and we need... Nope. This here. Lovely. Then the last part of the walls. Maybe it's alright. Maybe we should swap it. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's all. To be honest, let's just put a trapdoor there to make it a little bit more supported. There we go. Yeah, that's alright. Again, we will cover this up later. Oh, there's the redstone. Okay, next room, let's go. We have this little arch. I would like to continue this, like, right, like so. Just along here. Maybe like this. Yeah, I guess so. And honestly, to be honest, I'm so excited for another stream, because I don't just wanna I don't wanna just show off Mansion or like only part of it, because there are a lot of other rooms that are going to be reworked soon. The entire route is going to be changed. There's improvements here, left, right, up, down. Entire sections have been removed, going to be reworked. It's going to be so exciting, oh my god. And we're also gonna maybe change out some of the stuff up here. It's been ages, but I'm excited. The other problem that I just realized is this is not good, because this is floor. This is floor of the room above. How do we... Because I can't really slap this in here now. Because then we can't have an upper floor. Well, apart from the blocks of the ceiling from the bottom. Honestly, what if we had like a looking down kind of thing? So let's say you have this area here walkable. Wait, let me cook. What if we had... I have no idea. Oh, that's so terrible. No, wait. I'm cooking. Let's do this. And then you have this area to look down. Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Yep. So that means do I leave this up here? Maybe something a little bit more distinguished as a divider. That's too much. That's too much. Maybe green. Wait. I'm not sold. Maybe like a shape, or like a pattern. I don't know how they work. Oh my god. Let's just stack them. No, this way. Then we have to also pull in. Do we? I don't know. Oh wait, it's stacking, not copy. Theoretically like this, but huh. To be honest, let's move all of that here. Then we close off this terrible piece of something, I don't know. All right. This is not ideal, but wait, I can remove that and put this one further out. Yes. What if we... Oh. It gets worse by a second. Oh, insane. I hate that I do. What is this? So we have... Let's just make it red. I like it that we have... No, we don't. I put it on the wrong side. It's alright. It's fine, it's alright, it's totally alright. Yeah, there you go. So we do this, paste it there, take this, paste it there, take this, paste it there, like this. That is not... Well, it kind of is, if you only look at it from this side. But we have to turn this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. And honestly, I don't want to. I kind of want to use mangrove back here. Honestly, I feel like it fits so well, and we could actually even use slabs. So we have that rim up here. Oh, this looks so good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Like this, and then we bring it over here. We need a firm, like a railing kind of thing. So let's make this solid for now. Ooh, we cooking now, we cooking now. Wait. Like this, no. We are no longer cooking. What is this? I just destroyed. Alright. We... Yes. Yes. No. Just kidding. My god, what the hell? I'm sorry. I'm going crazy. So let's just swap that. That's alright. We can get rid of all of this. Make it... whatever we want. So let's just actually... This is not... Just the right way around. There we go. Ooh, I kinda like it. I kinda actually like it. So the bad thing is, the entire upper floor is gonna be just mangrove, including the hallway. I might just change the hallway a little bit, because that's... I like it though. Yeah, we'll see. I might find a better... No, but it's already... It's too gorgeous. So So we connect this and we just feed this back here. That's the first time I've been, or like the first time I've ever built this way, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every bit of it. Oh my god. So let's just get rid of this, like so. Remove. Can I? Yes, I can. I don't. That was not smartest I could have done. Smartest thing I could have. I cannot talk. I can't talk anymore. Let's take whatever. So we take this. This way. And we put it there, there, and there. Nice. And now we just fill in this again. I don't know if we should connect this. I feel like this is enough to make this room feel actually special. Holy crap. Can we... What if we put this here? Oh, this feels even better. This feels even better. Oh my god. Honestly, whenever I'm done with a room, I'm either like, alright, yeah, it's quite alright, it's good. Or I'm like so in love with it. And this is one of those rooms, please. Oh my god, yes. And we can just have this be like a really cool outline of the entire room. And even like a divider between the different floors. This is amazing, oh my god. And now we just do this. So you have the opportunity to jump down and do your thing down here. The only thing I have to pay attention to is progression, because if you're not allowed to get in here while already being up here and you just jump down, that's not good. That's also not optimal. We will deal with that when the time is right. To be honest, no, we are gonna deal with it now, and we are just gonna cover it up, because not with pumpkins, because that's an easy thing to do. There we go. There's more decoration missing in here anyway, but yeah. Okay, so we have kind of laid the groundwork. I'm happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, to be honest, with the red and like the wall being like, I kind of like it. The only thing we have to look out for is windows, because not too great right now for the front, but as mentioned, I'm probably going to cover it up with leaves or similar things like this. Yeah. I really love it. Honestly, I'm happy for today. It's like those kind of, and that's, by the way, that's gonna be my streams, at least for now. I don't have plans to make it any different in the future, in the near future. Spontaneous, hey, let's just build a room. I'm gonna stream it. That's it. nothing more, nothing less. That's just how it's gonna be. And honestly, I'm so happy with this room. It's so much more open, it's so much more lovely. And when I'm building a survival, I actually rarely manage to like make it like this. But that's mostly because like this could be a really cool looking starter house kind of thing. But honestly, in most situations, you don't, or in my case at least, in most situations, you don't. I never get that early game, except if you're spawning near like a mesa or something. You also need mangrove, so that's not an easy thing. Spruce is kinda easy. Jungle also not the easiest thing. You need copper, waxed, exposed copper nonetheless, or like on top of that. So you also need honey. Grindstone isn't a big thing. Carpet isn't too big of a deal. Dripstone, you need a cave. That's also quite a, and not gonna talk about that. So it's not the easiest thing to put that together in survival, early game at least. But when I'm building, I just, it's so good. Just we could probably just throw in this maybe right there. Yeah, that's alright. So we can put something on here as well, which is amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm happy for today. And honestly, I'm hyped for the next one. I'm not gonna promise anything. I might just feel like it sometime this week, and I might just feel like next weekend. I don't know. It's just gonna be on short notice. I'm happy. I'm actually happy with it. Oh my god, it looks so good. Anyway, enough loving this room. I hope you enjoyed. It's the first time I've streamed in quite some time. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next stream, probably. Yeah, have a lovely one. Have a lovely one. I don't know if this is gonna be available as a pod. I don't know if this is standard for YouTube, I hope, at least. I don't know. So yeah, have a lovely one. See you next one. Time thing, you know. Bye bye. Thing, you know. Bye bye. Thing, you know.